So let's look at inheritance for a second. Inheritance is also a bit tricky to get at first, but I'll try my best to explain it.
I know you will. You always do.
Thank you.
Let's talk about inheritance.
Yeah. So let's look, or let's instead of mammal, let's call it an animal.
Why?
My class, that will be clear in a second. So
Alright.
every animal has a name, and every animal has legs.
No.
The legs could also be a zero right here, I guess.
Yeah, that's
has an amount of legs, even if it's zero.
thinking again. That's true.
Yeah. So I have my constructor again. Do you want to tell me what I have to do here?
Do you think I just remembered all these? Okay, let's provided. Yeah, I get it. Provided name.
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
It's a
Provided
string.
name is fine.
Yeah, and provided legs a number.
Mm-hmm. Is a number.
Yeah, genau, curly braces. Genau, I'm always switching into this. So this name, also this dot name. Sorry.
Yeah.
And this dot legs, and the rest I really forgot. I do have to learn my vocabulary.
What comes here? You can tell me in German if you want.
No, the TypeScript vocabulary lost.
Fair enough.
I can't tell you in English that I have no idea what I had to write. You don't have to declare it as a string again, do you?
No.
No. And you don't have to. Oh no, of course. It's name and legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just say right here equals provided.
legs
Whoops.
and provided.
Yeah.
Name and provided legs.
And provided legs.
Of course.
So right now that animal works like any other animal. For example, I could. My dog is called Chili, so I can have a variable called Chili, and I can create a new dog. Her name is Chili, and she has 4 legs. Thank God. Sorry, not dog. It's animal. And if I log it to the console, it works just like you would expect. So right now it says my animal is Chili, and Chili has 4 legs. But that's like not very specific. Like maybe at some point I want to have a lot of dogs and a lot of cats, or maybe I want to have dogs and snakes, and like they're very different. Like
Yes.
For example, dog has would have a fur color, and snake of course doesn't have fur, but maybe a snake has a skin color, and we don't care about skin colors in dogs. And
Do they have different skin colors?
I was wondering just that when I said it.
I do know that ice bears,
Yeah.
polar bears,
They have
black
skin. Yeah.
And dogs, do they have black skin too, or white skin? Do you know
I'm
that?
actually not sure. Maybe it just depends on the breed.
Yeah.
No.
Well, if anyone knows in the chat, just let us know. Yeah. This would be very interesting. But yeah, I get it. Yeah.
So I could, but also like all the things in snakes and dogs, they still apply here. Like a snake has a name, and a snake has 0 legs, right?
Yeah.
So
Poor snake.
what I can do is I can have a new class called dog.
Dog with
Dog, yeah.
D-A-W-G.
And I could just have those things here as well, and I can say maybe my dog has a fur color of type string, and I can add that here. Right, that's fine, right? I mean, if I replace dog here, animal with dog, and I add black as a fur color, then that works just fine. That works like you would expect. But that can get pretty tedious, and I wouldn't want to replace all of that. If I have snake, I would have to do all of that again. And it's a bit unnecessary, especially like in the scope of this right here. It's pretty small classes, but you can imagine that in the real world in software development, it can get pretty big pretty fast.
Yeah.
So what we can do here is we can let our dog, if I remove all that again, we can have our dog inherit from animal. So I can just say this dog extends an animal.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would have to call a constructor again. And I can say name is, of course, again, the string. And it has a certain amount of legs. Sorry. Number, and it maybe I want a new attribute right here. Like I said, the fur color is a string again. So I can do the fur color here, and I can just say fur color, but it still complains. Like I can't say this dot name, and maybe it would. It's still red, right? What's happening? And if I hover over here, it says the class misses a super call. So I have to call super, yeah.
Super, okay.
Sorry, I can add my name and my legs in here. And that just calls this super call. That's a bit confusing, but this just calls a constructor. This constructor right here. And it says, okay, everything we have provided here, like you need the name and the legs, and I am giving you the name and the legs. But also because this is a dog and the dog has a fur color, I also have to add the fur color. But because, of course, the animal doesn't have the fur color, if I add this here, it complains. No, it doesn't want the fur color.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, if I want to create a dog, then it just works the same. But we reduced some lines of code. It got a bit simpler.
Yeah, but we still do have to call name and legs.
Because of course my dog still has a name and legs, and we have to provide it.
I do get that, but wouldn't it be smarter if dogs, the class knows that it can get this from another class?
Yeah, that's what the super call does.
Yeah. Okay, but you still have to write it down.
Yeah, because if I would remove this here, then I can't pass it in here. Right now, this dog is happy because it only has fur color. Mm-hmm. But to create a dog, I
get it, but it would be much cooler if you wouldn't have to write it down again.
Yeah, I mean, of course, but otherwise it wouldn't make logical sense to, because
this is I think where I'm lagging with logical sense. Yeah.
Because like the animal still needs, and maybe if I have like a console.log here, and I can say in dog constructor, and I'm doing the same in the animal class. So for example, I'm making a new animal called tests, and it's an animal called, I don't know, also called test, and it has one leg.
God mode, okay.
Right. So I get, it says in animal constructor, because when I create my new animal right here, it goes into the constructor. Mm-hmm. So it prints it. Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
And if I create chili, then it first goes into the dog constructor, and it then calls the super, and then says, okay, this is an animal. You can add those here as well because it extends the animal.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It actually makes sense. Yes.
So it accesses both constructors, and that's what the super is for. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So also, of course, what's pretty cool is that I could have a function here called say name, and it just says, hi, my name is, and it prints out the name. So if I have an animal right here, like my test animal, and I say test.sayName, then of course, just like you would expect, it says, hi, my name is Test. But the cool thing is that because Chili is also an animal, Chili can also say name.
Ah, okay.
So Chili says, hi, my name is Chili. But on the other hand, if I say, for example, if I would have bark, and Chili can go woof, woof. I could also say Chili can say her name, and then Chili can bark. So you can say, hi, my name is Chili, and you can say woof woof. But on the other hand, while Test can say its name, Test can't bark. So if that complains because it doesn't know what bark is.
Yeah.
Because while a dog is an animal is not necessarily a dog.
Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, no, but it makes sense. It's dependencies.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And also, instead of just a dog, I could also, like we talked about it before, I could create a snake. And can you walk me through how you create a snake?
Can I walk you through?
Can you show me how to create a snake?
Of course I can. But do I want to?
Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah. No, I can't.
You can't. So what's the first keyword here? What was it?
Yeah,
what
was it? Oh God, I really just don't remember.
It starts with an E. EX?
Okay. You want to extend? Yeah. I'm sorry. We're talking about dependencies still. We want to extend animal.
Yeah. So we say extends.
Extends.
So there we go. Animal. And of course we need the curly braces. So what attributes do you want our snake to have?
Well, yeah, skin color. Why
Okay.
not?
Can you think of something else? You don't have to if you can't think of anything else.
Can you take booleans as well?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, then giftig, nah.
Poisonous.
Poisonous. True or not true?
Yeah, cool. Boolean.
Poison. We just take it as it is. I
don't know.
Yeah, everybody knows.
No. I want to get it right.
Google that and poison. OOS. Okay, it's just poison, and you just have and the E in the end just goes.
There you go. Yeah. Okay, cool. And
I will cut this out that we Googled that. Yeah.
Don't make us look stupid, Paul.
Don't make us look stupid. Especially me. No. Skin color. Yeah. Poisonous. What else?
That's. I guess
so many things. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Legs. No, we already have that. Yeah.
That's right.
Dependencies.
So now, what do we need in an class?
We need the super. The supervisor. No.
Yeah, but
I know
before,
with the constructor, of course.
yes,
Yes, I'm
exactly,
sorry.
exactly.
There we need the super thingy.
Yeah.
So yeah, skin color or
If we go back up to our animal right here, we first need those two things. If you remember, you complained about those.
This is what I complained about, that we still have to write this down. But
Yeah.
provided legs, provided
So-
name.
Yes, so we need the name and we need the legs. That's legs was a number, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And what else do we need?
Oh, skin color and
Yes.
the poisonous string and boolean.
Let me just copy that again so I don't make any mistakes. What a weird word. There you go. And that was boolean.
The boolean, yeah. Now we need the super.
Yes, very good.
Super duper.
And inside the super, what do we need?
Name and legs.
Name and legs. Nice. And it stops complaining, but those two are
Yeah, we still have
not happy
to this dot skin color, this dot poisonous.
nice.
Is skin color and is
Very good.
yeah.
You're learning fast.
Yeah, it's repetition. I think that's
That's
what
how
we
you
said
learn.
last
That's
time
how you
as
learn.
well.
Yeah.
You just have to do it over and over and over again.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So let's create our snake. How do we create the snake? What do you want to call the snake? Just says
The name I'm always taking, Klaus.
Klaus. Okay, that's what we call the variable as well. And
yes. And then a new
yeah,
a snake in this case.
yeah.
And then we have to provide the attributes.
Mhm. Can you walk me through those? Just give me some whatever attributes, whatever values you want.
Yeah, well,
The name was Klaus,
the
right?
name was Klaus. The leg numbers is 0.
Yep. Would be a
Or
weird
is
snake
it?
if it had more than one. More than 0.
Skin color is black.
Oh, that's a dangerous snake. Okay.
And it's not poisonous, so
Okay, that's
dangerous.
good.
Just looks dangerous.
So what do we?
It's called Klaus. How dangerous can it be?
So if it's not poisonous, what do I have to provide here?
False.
Yes, exactly. Oh,
Sorry.
just have to write it. Okay, so if we print our Klaus now, then of course we will get.
We get
and
all
if I-
things we need.
right. We get
There we go.
our Klaus. Right. So if I want to know what Klaus's name was, then what would I have to do? If I want Klaus to say his own name, I mean.
To say his own name.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do have to. We have to build that. Say my name. No.
Do we?
Do we still have it? You have. I don't see it. Is it still there? Did you? You didn't delete it? Okay.
Why is it not here? But why can we still use it?
Dependencies.
Exactly, because our animal has a say name function,
Yes. Okay.
and the snake is of course an animal.
So then Klaus.say name
Yeah, and
the brackets.
so if I run it again, I get, hi, my name is Klaus.
Okay.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
And yeah, I mean, the cool thing about it is that you can extend it in whatever way, like instead of just if I want to get more specific with my dogs, I could say class I could differentiate between small dogs and big dogs, for example. I could have a small dog, and that dog even extends
the dog, right?
extends the dog.
Dog
Yeah,
class. Okay,
perfect.
yeah, makes sense.
So I could have like fur color. What?
We do already have fur color.
Yeah,
Height.
yeah. I could have my height. Oh, I'm not good with spelling today.
That's okay. It's already.
And it's maybe a number as well. And I could say in my constructor, I of course need all of those again.
Mm-hmm.
And I also need my height as a number. So here I can say super name legs fur color, and that's it. And then I can say this dot height equals height, and I have my small dog class. That's it. And if I say bark here, for example, whoops, not void, bark, then I can say console.log. I can say, what noises do small dogs make?
I don't know.
Maybe
Squeak, squeak.
instead of, yeah, let's go quick. Okay. Then if I create a small dog, whoops. Let's call it Chichi because it's maybe a Chihuahua. Then I don't even want to to try to spell Chihuahua. That's why I'm going for Chichi. I mean, Chihuahua has 4 legs. It's blonde. And it's, how big do Chihuahuas get? Like maybe 15 centimeters high. And I can ask Chichi to bark. And Chichi will go quick. And the cool thing is that even though dog already has a bark function and a small dog is a dog, it just overrides it.
Okay.
So instead of if I would remove this right here, if I comment it out for a second, and I go bark, then Chichi would say woof woof.
Yeah.
Because I can still use the big dog one. Yeah.
Okay, understood.
And if we go back here, that's pretty much it. We've learned about classes, we've learned about objects, and we now know what inheritance is.
So we're done.